Number 1. Have a chance. It means to have the possibility of doing something.
You have a chance to win the game. You have a chance to win the game. They have a chance at a new beginning. They have a chance at a new beginning. I might have a chance for promotion. I might have a chance for promotion.
Number 2. Have a choice. It means to have options to choose from.
We always have a choice in life. We always have a choice in life. You have a choice of 3 paths forward. You have a choice of 3 paths forward. She had a choice between 2 job offers. She had a choice between 2 job offers.
Number 3. Have the opportunity. It means to have a situation possibly to do something.
He had the opportunity to travel abroad. He had the opportunity to travel abroad. They have the opportunity to start anew. They have the opportunity to start anew. I never had the opportunity to thank her. I never had the opportunity to thank her.
Number 4. Have a breakthrough. It means to make an important development.
The scientist had a breakthrough in her research. The scientist had a breakthrough in her research. They had a breakthrough in the negotiations yesterday. They had a breakthrough in the negotiations yesterday. We had a breakthrough with the new technology. We had a breakthrough with the new technology.
Number 5. Have a good, bad feeling about something. It means to have an intuition about something.
I have a good feeling about this interview. I have a good feeling about this interview. She had a bad feeling about the storm. She had a bad feeling about the storm. They have a good feeling about the deal. They have a good feeling about the deal.
Number 6. Make an exception. It means to allow something not usually permitted due to special circumstances.
For her, they decided to make an exception. For her, they decided to make an exception. Can you make an exception just this once? Can you make an exception just this once? The rule is strict, but we'll make an exception. The rule is strict, but we'll make an exception.
Number 7. Make an error. It means to make a mistake.
She realized she made an error in the calculation. She realized she made an error in the calculation. Making an error is part of the learning process. Making an error is part of the learning process. He made an error on the application form. He made an error on the application form.
Number 8. Make an inquiry. It means to ask for information.
I need to make an inquiry about the application process. I need to make an inquiry about the application process. They made an inquiry about the hotel's availability. They made an inquiry about the hotel's availability. Can we make an inquiry about the tour times? Can we make an inquiry about the tour times?
Number 9. Make a discovery. It means to find or learn something for the first time.
The scientist made a discovery that changed medicine. The scientist made a discovery that changed medicine. By accident, she made a discovery in the lab. By accident, she made a discovery in the lab. Making a discovery in science can be very exciting. Making a discovery in science can be very exciting.
Number 10, make a difference. It means to have a significant effect or impact on something or someone.
Volunteers can make a difference in the community. Volunteers can make a difference in the community. Small changes in habit can make a difference environmentally. Small changes in habit can make a difference environmentally. He wants to make a difference in children's lives. He wants to make a difference in children's lives.
Number 11, give a speech. It means to deliver an oral presentation to an audience.
Tomorrow, I have to give a speech in class. Tomorrow, I have to give a speech in class. The mayor will give a speech at the ceremony. The mayor will give a speech at the ceremony. She gave a moving speech at the conference. She gave a moving speech at the conference.
Number 12, give a presentation. It means to present information or ideas to an audience.
Next week, she will give a presentation on her research. Next week, she will give a presentation on her research. Giving a presentation can be nerve-wracking. Giving a presentation can be nerve-wracking. They gave a presentation on their project's progress. They gave a presentation on their project's progress.
Number 13, give attention to. It means to focus on something carefully.
You should give attention to the instructions. You should give attention to the instructions. The teacher gives attention to students who need help. The teacher gives attention to students who need help. He gave attention to his work and succeeded. He gave attention to his work and succeeded.
Number 14, give advice. It means to offer suggestions or recommendations.
My friend often gives me good advice. My friend often gives me good advice. Can you give advice on how to improve my skills? Can you give advice on how to improve my skills? She gave them advice on buying a house. She gave them advice on buying a house.
Number 15, give a sigh of relief. It means to express relief from anxiety or fear.
After the exam, everyone gave a sigh of relief. After the exam, everyone gave a sigh of relief. She gave a sigh of relief when she heard the good news. She gave a sigh of relief when she heard the good news. We all gave a sigh of relief after the long journey. We all gave a sigh of relief after the long journey.
Number 16, do damage. It means to cause harm or injury.
Floods can do damage to homes and property. Floods can do damage to homes and property. Careless words can do damage to someone's self-esteem. Careless words can do damage to someone's self-esteem. The fire did damage to the forest ecosystem. The fire did damage to the forest ecosystem.
Number 17. Do an experiment. It means to conduct a scientific procedure to test a hypothesis.
The students will do an experiment in chemistry class. The students will do an experiment in chemistry class. Scientists often do experiments to discover new facts. Scientists often do experiments to discover new facts. She did an experiment to see how plants grow in different soils. She did an experiment to see how plants grow in different soils.
Number 18. Do harm. It means to cause injury or damage.
Smoking does harm to your lungs and heart. Smoking does harm to your lungs and heart. They didn't intend to do harm to the environment. They didn't intend to do harm to the environment. Spreading rumors can do harm to people's reputations. Spreading rumors can do harm to people's reputations.
Number 19. Do one's hair. It means to style or arrange one's hair.
Every morning, she does her hair before leaving. Every morning, she does her hair before leaving. Before the interview, he did his hair carefully. Before the interview, he did his hair carefully. On her wedding day, her sister did her hair. On her wedding day, her sister did her hair.
Number 20. Do the ironing. It means to press clothes to remove wrinkles.
He does the ironing while watching TV. He does the ironing while watching TV. She did the ironing for her family's clothes on Sunday. She did the ironing for her family's clothes on Sunday. Doing the ironing is a weekly chore for many. Doing the ironing is a weekly chore for many.
Number 21. Go bald, gray. It means to lose hair, bald, or have hair turn gray.
Many men worry about going bald as they age. Many men worry about going bald as they age. She started to go gray in her late 20s. She started to go gray in her late 20s. To go bald or gray can be a sign of wisdom. To go bald or gray can be a sign of wisdom.
Number 22. Go over. It means to review or examine something in detail.
Let's go over the details of the plan again. Let's go over the details of the plan again. He went over his notes before the test. He went over his notes before the test. She goes over her budget at the end of each month. She goes over her budget at the end of each month.
Number 23. Go through. It means to experience or endure a process or situation.
They had to go through a lot of paperwork. They had to go through a lot of paperwork. She's going through a difficult time after the breakup. She's going through a difficult time after the breakup. The country went through many changes last year. The country went through many changes last year.
Number 24. Go above and beyond. It means to do much more than is required or expected.
She always goes above and beyond for her clients. She always goes above and beyond for her clients. The teacher went above and beyond to help the student. The teacher went above and beyond to help the student. To win, the team must go above and beyond in their training. To win, the team must go above and beyond in their training.
Number 25, go out of one's way. It means to make a special effort to do something helpful or kind.
He went out of his way to help the lost tourist. He went out of his way to help the lost tourist. They went out of their way to make us feel welcome. They went out of their way to make us feel welcome. She goes out of her way to support local businesses. She goes out of her way to support local businesses.